Lim?
We go crazy.
Let's go crazy. No plan, just improvise.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Og vi må ha med den teite platen som jeg limte på, den må jeg skjære til.
Laser?
Laser, ja. Can't do anything without a laser.
Du kan ikke stå der. Audi! Audi! Hvordan skal jeg gjøre en sving når noen blokkerer min sving?
Honk it. Oh no.
Hank.
So, Sara and I is heading for the boat to do some boat work. And this is really hard work, so I need extra expertise that the bright young head of Sara can offer. And that's good. And it might be even improved videos as well then. Hopefully. Yes. And the weather, as we can see, it's clouded slightly, which means hopefully the boat will not be an oven. It's at 15 degrees. 15 degrees above freezing point. That's Celsius, of course. And that's quite optimal. We will today use epoxy to attach some plates. This is because we already have the huge structure plate in the boat, and it's need to be placed so it's not interfering with anything. That's excellent. I forgot to bring the correct blade to the... What kind of saw is this? This saw. So it just has a very short blade, so I have to turn this blade upside down and sort of sewing in blindfolded. So let's try. This is for the top of the cabin roof or ceiling. Is it thick enough? Only time will tell. I have taken a chance to make it a little bit thinner than maybe necessary, because it's easier to glue another piece on than to peel another piece off afterwards. So, this is it. You ready?
Oi.
Sometimes the glue guns stick a little bit better than I hoped. I have to actually remove it. Then we have to glue it a little bit with acetone to degrease this surface. I should preferably have had protection from my breath, but let's make it quick. I should also protect my skin with gloves, which I forgot. It's because I'm not alone today, as Sara is here. I'm stressing a little bit more because she expects the very best of what I can do, and it's just not good enough. So I keep forgetting stuff.
Air poisoning me is a good start.
Yeah, that might be good enough. Only the birds knows that. So let's see if this will go to the desired position. Let's just try. Nope, it's not that way. Whoops. Ow. Just a little bit. So, moment of truth. A little bit less than the side.
Aj!
For the second try.
Third.
Third try. Oh, isn't this a lovely sight? Before gluing, I need to make some pieces of structures that can support this while the epoxy is drying. And that should not take too long due to the nice temperatures. Problemet er hvis vi da foreslår jeg at vi bare kliner på lim.
We go crazy.
Let's go crazy. Let's get the glue on and just put it up there where it's supposed to be, and we take it from there. No plan, just improvise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make another disaster. Right. Shake, not shake it up, but
Stir.
stir it. Yes, stir.
Did I say shake it?
That would make a mess all over the boat. This will be ruined afterwards. Everything on the top, even on the sides, preferably, but definitely on the top. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue sky from what? Jeans? No.
Jeans, bukser, pants. You silly goof.
Yes. Whoops. Nothing really matters. Anyone can say. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Anywhere the wind blows. This is nice. Let's add some epoxy.
Bicycle.
Bicycle.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Can you take this? Are you sure you can take this? Because this is Sara, Helge, father's daughter, music interest.
We'll be touring in the USA.
We should be touring. So.
Can you pour?
Yeah, pour. You pour.
Do your job, bro.
You poor creature. Good. I will start filling with
Yeah.
epoxy filler, but we should protect our hands. I forgot that. Okay, so we are done with gluing this support for the cabin roof or cabin ceiling, and also part of the structure to support the mast. And it seems to be okay, but only time will tell. We have supported, to keep pressure on the plate, we have supported with a lot of supports that are quite tight, so it should be okay. Yes, so we have done this great. And I might say we, because it's actually what it is. Sara and I have done this together, and that's a good thing, isn't it? Even though we used a lot of thick epoxy, it is still not spilling a lot, only some places. So this is what we can do today, because obviously we will not get this plate placed due to it going here, and we will just have to wait for tomorrow, I guess. Back in the boat again, and we are here now to see if the work from yesterday has been a success, and if the glue has cured. And if it has, then we go for another gluing. Oops. What do you think, Sara?
I don't have any reason to think anything. Belief is for religious people.
Really?
I find out.
Investigation. Go for it. Det är en plast.
Bra höjd.
Men det var på video. It's not falling down. Oh my god. It's amazing.
Thoughts, feelings, comments, critiques?
Oh, this looks amazing. And I think the reason why it succeeded is because Sara did the gluing.
Perfect. But what do you need to do still?
Oh, yeah, well, we still, I believe we need to epoxy on another layer, thin layer of plywood to get down to the same level as the rest of the roof. That was kind of expected. However, I think we could still, based on that we haven't cut this piece yet, and we are here now to work. So I suggest we do this structure, which is supposed to be here, and it will go over this, and we can fix that later. This one. We have the main structure, and that's the main thing. And we have some new wipe cloths. Is that what we call it? Let's wipe this for a start. Will this piece fit in this place? Well, that is a tight fit. It's a bit too tight. We need to cut a little bit off here and there. Not really cutting, just grinding off a bit. So we can see it's following the shape quite nicely. All the way, even under here. But it needs to come a little bit further that way. So I need to find a pen to mark where I should grind off a little bit. Then the fun starts, because we should really get it out of the boat, and it was a hassle to get into the boat. If I don't get it out of the boat, I have to grind it inside, and it will make all this even more dust, and we will have to wear dust masks, which shouldn't be necessary today. So we have to get it out, basically. So, does it fit? Oh, yes. Does fit. It's no, maybe not. Maybe not completely at least. It seems that on this side we should have taken even more off, and that's very sad because now we have to take it out of the boat again. Great. Well, does it fit? After 2 rounds of grinding, it is a snug fit. Yes. However, it seems to be curved, but that might be a logical assumption since this is a plywood plate. They tend to not be totally straight. So I think we will have to put some pieces of wood glued to the hull and to the roof to keep this correctly in place. Then I think it should be okay. So I guess we trust the lines that we have already made with the laser. So basically, can't do anything without the laser. Trust the laser. Okay, let's get it down and mix the glue. I have forgot to bring a little bit more of this microfiber 403 West Systems. It's almost empty. And we believe it's not enough. So we need to go to the garage to find some more. And also Coca-Cola. Why am I using Biltema's epoxy and not West Systems epoxy? For me, that's a price issue. I'm not sure about the quality differences, but it seems to be okay. I have nothing against West System. I think they're excellent. No. Almost there. I've had feedback that I should prime this plywood plate first with epoxy, as it was said that this wood might suck up most of the resin, and that is absolutely a good thought. However, this is marine grade plywood and it's treated to not absorb too much of anything, moisture and whatever, so it will actually not absorb very much. Are you lonely?
Shut up.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that you were here. Jeg går til den inn sånn og ned. At den treffer meg mest mulig rett på her. Inntil det, den siden selvfølgelig sånn. Så at det ikke skrapes inn og sånn, så synger man inn der. Okay, it looks good so far. Then we are ready to go motorcycle riding in the Norwegian mountains. Heading away now. We have had a nice trip with our motorbikes, and we are now camping just beyond that slope. So, and we have had some beers and are in excellent mood, of course. So I'm looking forward to the next boat fixing, but not today. So, at the cabin, up in the mountains, I have bought a few 400 kilos of dry concrete just to do some repairs on the cabin. Its ground walls are not really stable, so we need to do something about that, but we knew that. It was all in the description, so part of the price. This should be a good exercise, right? Alright, so we are fixing the wall as it is in danger of actually falling out, so we need to strengthen a lot of stuff. I'll show you just around here. It's a lot of the wall that is actually now just stones that might fall out anytime, and the cabin might slip out and fall into the valley. It's amazing how much light there is in the evening. In January it was clean dark at 4:30 p.m. What do you think it's now? It's 10:45, quarter to 11 p.m. in the evening. So, a very satisfying 2 days work with concrete. I've got this renovated, but on this side of the cabin one might see why we maybe got this cabin this cheap. And the reason is that this wall is falling out. It's coming out, and you can see it's actually angled outwards, which means that sooner or later it will fall out. So I'm now started to use concrete to stop the sagging, so to speak. I will also make another wall outside to support, not undermine. That's the different thing. To support this from falling out. So I will make a new setup here. But I need more concrete. So this is what we had time for. Sorry for looking like a toilet brush on my head. I will do the cutting, not myself of course. I have a wonderful aunt that helps me to cut my hair, yes. Here we actually have some epoxy that has not cured yet. I'm not sure why that has happened, but either there has been something wrong with the mix or with the actual composite. Maybe it's too old. I don't know, but that is very unfortunate. So it's beer brewing night, and tonight this beer, which is a global IPA, Indian Pale Ale, quite mild. It's 6.5% of alcohol, and we expect to be done in about 4 hours. So no boat work today. What's your expectations, Johan?
Well, it's been a while since we have brewed some beer.
Obviously.
So we need to concentrate to make sure we do it properly. But I have
You have faith.
good expectations.
Yes. We tend to do something wrong, forgetting something, a detail that was important. So this is a global hop, which should indicate it comes from all over the globe. All over the globe. Globe. All over the globe. And now the brew is ready to be transferred to this balloon where it's supposed to brew for 2 or 3 weeks. And now we are stirring it hard to get as much oxygen into the mixture as ever possible. Back in the boatyard again. It's very hot outside. It's 25 degrees Celsius, which is among what we can expect to have at the maximum here in Norway. And it's very hot even on board, but it's a great day to wash the engine. And as we can see, it's quite dusty, so there is some water. I need to protect some of this electrical and the entrance of air, and possibly some other stuff to protect it from the water. So let's see. Soap. We leave this swamp, is it called swamp, like this. It will actually drain this compartment just by the sucking effect. Yes, unfortunately, or actually very fortunately, they are going to have in this yard a sea safety issue day. It's a theme day which focus on safety at sea, and that's very soon. The unfortunate thing is that I will have to move the boat again, and it's just a few weeks since I did move it and spend time lightening it up, leveling it afterwards. But I'm still very happy that I am allowed to have the boat on the dry land. Today at May 14th, this boatyard celebrates its 100 year. That's great, and there has been cake and coffee for all members today, and there will be celebration at the National Security Day, which takes place at June 1st. I guess some people think that the Norwegian must suffer a lot since they have this long winter with terrible weather. And it's just not like that. But it's true, we have a long winter with darkness, sometimes even inside, and with a little snow and rain. But on the other side we have then the much wanted spring and very nice and different summers with blooming nature. It's just wonderful, it's just wonderful. So don't worry about the Norwegians, they will do just fine. In my opinion, the changes in weather is just great. It makes me appreciate it so much. So today it's not, unfortunately, boat working time. I'm on my way to the cabin up in the Norwegian mountains with cargo. It's part of an old, not old, but used kitchen I've bought, and some concrete, and also there will be some cargo wood for not for the stove, but to building materials to be delivered by a truck a little bit later. I know it's a little bit beside boat building, and probably Sara will cut this text away anyway, so but it's a possibility for her to do some video editing and cut away the father. Nice. To keep animals from passing the road. The camera will not give you a 3D print. Norway is a country that has a border towards Russia. Of course, fisheries are important, fishing, but of course in a wartime, ships, fishing boats might be sunk. And farms, it's a bit harder to sink them. As we can see, most of the planks has come down to the cabin, and here we have the very strong people, of course, like their father. And here is another son, probably the strongest one. It's a bit heavy. Oi. So I'm on my way to help a senior in the boatyard. He has a boat that has run aground, and it's a small boat. And he needed some information, some advice, and also he wanted me to help grind down the damages. I know nothing about the damages, so I'm here to take a look, and also if it's possible to repair, to grind down for him, and he will do the plastering himself. So yeah, I don't have time for this, but okay, he is a kind man, and he was recommended me by a friend, and okay, so let's do it. This is the boat. It's an old Boston whaler look-alike, and I'm grinding down to a fiberglass, basically. So it's time to move the fisher again. It's too long to get through, and there are heavily discussion on what to do now. This is amazing skills from the master truck driver in this boatyard. Yeah! This is the man! Applause! So this is what we had time for this time, and I hope you have enjoyed the video, even though it has quite a mixed content. It is what it is, and that is how it had to be this time, and possibly also the next video. We will have to see. I will do my very best. And I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, then please leave a like, and also please consider subscribing to the video, because you can have more of it. Very good. Until next time, have a fishy, very fishy life.